you've been deluded for quite some time with the blindfold on, and it's time for you to take it off. You're really, like I said, you're embodying that Queen of Swords energy of clarity and knowing, and you're no longer blindfolded. You're choosing to be out of this energy. I do feel that if you don't choose to walk away, it's the same thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. We can choose to do whatever we want to. There's no right or wrong in life. It is what we agree with, what we choose. Hello Pisces, and welcome to Divine Goddess Tarot. My name is Jessica, and this is your weekly Zodiac reading. Let's jump right in and see what messages are for you, Pisces, and what's coming through as far as all the messages. There's so much energy with all the retrogrades as well as the full moon that we just had. So all the feels are happening. So let's see what is going on for you. Lost love. So definitely the full moon. We've got this happening. It says surrender, healing, and release. So definitely on your healing journey. And let's see what your future and higher self has to say about all this. So stillness and pause, delicacy. So maybe it's time this week to take a moment for yourself. We will be defining, of course, with tarot. Next will be your spiritual or your spirit guide support group for you, and that is for your angels, your guides, your goddesses, gods, devils and demons, anything that supports you through this journey for your push, for your expansion. So that is adjustment, looking back and moving forward is the message from your spiritual support group. And last but not least is tips and tricks, or FYI, just a little bit of information depending on how it goes for these energies. And sometimes it's just in left field, and sometimes I feel like it's just a breadcrumb that will lead you to move past this energy. So feeling that one right there. Hobbies. So maybe it's time to tap in when you go into that stillness to immerse yourself with something that you love to do. So of course, let's define all these messages with tarot to get a deeper look at the scope of these things. Like I said, it's more or less, tarot is the flashlight that shines the light on truths, and you will know which ones are for you. Anything that doesn't resonate, put it on the top shelf. So King of Pentacles coming right out. So this could be either the energy that you are embodying, or this could be representation of perhaps that lost love. Nope. Keep going. There. Two of Wands. Knight of Wands, and bottom of the deck is the Tower. Something has definitely come to an end here, and it could be an end of a cycle or an end of a way of being. Perhaps there was also difficulty in this relationship, but I'm really feeling that this was just the end. And perhaps this, with the retrogrades, you are moving also, perhaps looking back on this loss and healing another layer of it. So Ace of Swords. And with that, you've got that moving back or looking back and moving forward. So perhaps this is just that energy of lost love, and it is the retrogrades pulling whatever is lying dormant underneath of healing. So what is your spiritual support group's messages? Right there, Two of Cups, deck, Queen of Swords. There, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the bottom is the Devil. Okay. Woohoo! Alright. Six of Swords. Alright, Two of Swords. So definitely a very loud message for that. So let's break this all down and see what is going on. So this King of Pentacles energy definitely could be something that you're grounding into doing, or this is the symbol of the person you feel that you've lost. And I really do feel that you are, of course, moving past this, but I do feel like it is a layer. The Two of Wands is here, and he's looking out. So the story in tarot really is that he is in his village here, and he kind of rushed through the finish line with this, and so he really just didn't enjoy the journey. He didn't really take his time enjoying the moment. He was so focused on perhaps where this relationship was going that he just didn't enjoy the moment. And so I'm really feeling that the universe is really having you look at that lesson, and it is inviting you to go outside of your own knowing for this situation. And the message really is you've got to leave the village to do something new. And he is going to do it different this time. And perhaps that this lost love was that message, and now moving forward is the release of that, and to do it different, to enjoy the step, perhaps not rush into things, whatever that means for you. I know that for me, when I was so worried of where the relationship was going, I missed the relationship. And so I have found in my own journey of love that love only grows in the moment, because love is only in the moment. The ego mind is in the past or in the future. And that's how you know where you're at and where you're pitching from, is if you are worried about, well, where is this going? What are we doing here? And you start asking questions, not to say that you can't eventually in time with relationships, but I do know that from my own experience with certainty, love only grows in the moment. So sometimes being in that moment, not rushing into things, not worrying about where it's going, having fun and enjoying the time, is really where love grows. And so it's kind of like planting a seed, and then every few minutes digging it up to see if it's sprouted. Is it going to bloom? What's it going to be? It's time to let things blossom as they should, and let them have the time that is deserved for love to grow. You have the Knight of Wands underneath here. I feel like that this is a connection that was full of a lot of passion, a lot of romance, a lot of connection. And so I really feel that this was a big, hard lesson for you. And in that, the Tower moment came because, well, something had to change. And your higher self and future self really is inspiring you to have pause, stillness, and delicacy for this. Have a lot of nurturing feelings for this. We all mess up love, and I say that loosely, because those are sometimes the most shaping, pivotal parts of our lives, is when we do something and we lose something we really, really do love, or really had hopes for it to develop into something. But sometimes those are the biggest gems we have for us to change a course and be in the moment. We go through life sometimes in what we're doing the next moment that we miss it. And I really feel that with the Two of Wands here, it is really asking you to do this differently. This is asking you to be in the moment. If you have started a new relationship and you are, still in the learning thralls of how to be in love, that is the message. Be in the moment. Let it grow. And I really feel that when you release old ways of being, because that could also what this Tower moment means, the stillness, the pause, be in the moment. If this is lost love and it's gone, and this is a time for you to heal this, it is time for you to really have reflection on how to do it different. And that is how a relationship wasn't for nothing. It was for the experience of learning something, so that when you have the person that is really meant for you, you have that time to really let that love grow. Ace of Swords is an offering. By you knowing these things, you are able to communicate in a different way, not of where is this going, or where you've been, but you are able to be in the forgiveness, in the opportunity to do things different, deliver things differently, and therefore you have it also delivered differently. The Wheel of Fortune is down here. Your higher self wants you to know that everything you want is in the vortex. It's on its way to you. Just, it's about letting things go, letting them manifest, doing the work, and they will come. But it is, this is a wheel. So we have a cyclical nature that things are high, things are low, and that is part of life, peaks and valleys, right? And so embrace the flow. It reminds me of the tide coming in, the tide coming out. Maybe that's because I'm a Cancer, and it's that water energy. And for you Pisces, you know all about that. Tapping into that water energy of when things are receding. It's time for pause. It's time for stillness. It's time for healing. Time for delicacy. Be gentle with yourself. Forgive yourself. Adjustment. Looking back, moving forward. I love the beautiful labyrinths of life, where if you've ever been able to walk one, if you've ever been able to do a labyrinth, it is this beautiful maze with which you walk and you reflect on your life, and it is very powerful. And it allows you to, especially if it's in nature, to really tap into some things. It just, the messages are profound. And I remember when I started it and I moved into it, and then it moved, and you're going for quite some time, and then all of a sudden it moves back, and it's almost like you have this feeling that you're going backwards. And it's an illusion. It's to look back so that you can look forward. And I feel like that this pause and this stillness at this time is really for you to look how things didn't work so that you can do them differently in the future. And when you do that, you've got the Two of Cups right here, which really tells me that you are going to not only show up differently in relationship, but you're going to create and draw into you a different kind of relationship that will mirror that back. And that is so very important. Is some people get so stuck on, there's an old mentality of I'm the same as I ever was and I'll always be the same as I was, and that is pure tragedy. I never want to stop evolving and changing my mind and shifting to my heart and changing my mind again and learning a new way and expanding. And I really feel that with changes, with learning and growing, we are never the same. Our bodies are never are completely different bodies after so long. Every cell in our body is a completely new body. So no different than our emotional being, our learning being, everything that we do. I really feel that when we step into that Queen of Swords energy, things start getting really clear, especially as we make these adjustments. We see the purpose in them, that we see the lesson in them, and then we're able to move forward in our life in a different way, in a way that is really clear, really able to have emotional stability in where we're going and what we want. And with the Queen of Swords, she's, that is that air energy of communication. I mean, that's what air signs are all about. And when we can tap into that ability to communicate effectively, we really clearly choose our destiny by communicating differently and moving differently into the world. So you've got the Two of Pentacles right underneath that. Your guides, your support group wants you to know to really emphasize balance in your life. Balance is key. Balance is key with everything. And I really feel that, you're headed for your destiny, one step at a time. Be in the moment is what I'm hearing. When we really choose ourselves, I really feel that the FYI, the tips and tricks is perhaps instead of being, swallowed into some of these energies, to tap into some hobbies, things you love. If you are out of alignment with balance and you're doing too many hobbies, too many parties, too many outings, you're not taking that time for yourself, I really see that it's time for you to walk away from some things. Perhaps it is your hobbies. Instead of enforcing hobbies, maybe it's eliminating them. Perhaps there is some things that are in your way for you to really get what you want. And so I really see that for you, Pisces, is that you are choosing with wisdom to walk away from things that just really aren't serving you. It doesn't mean that you can't revisit them, but I really do feel the pause is absolutely essential right now for you to go within and do away with things that are holding you back. So, and with that, you've got the devil, which is, perhaps you have some Capricorn in your sign, or they do, but there's just, and that could be some toxicity. That could be you tied to something that isn't serving you. I really feel that with walking away from something, it could be this energy, it could be from a connection that is just toxic. It's yo-yo. It's just not, it's not the equal cup that you deserve. It's not an equal relationship. And when people are together and there's just so much imbalance, it just doesn't work. It's toxic because one is always giving from their cup to fill the others because theirs is empty. And so balance is key. And that's how, I've always said this. I heard it once, and I don't even remember where I heard it, but the man said that when you know it's love, it sparkles back the same in every way. It's a match. It is you twinkle and it twinkles back. They twinkle, you twinkle back. It's a match. It feels fulfilled. It's full cup to full cup. And so I'm really feeling that you are breaking away. You are releasing those chains around your neck that are illusionary. They are not real. They are a karmic thing that is showing you something about yourself that deserves change. And with that, when you do choose yourself, no matter how hard it is, because love is like a snowflake. Every love is different and unique, and it doesn't change. It just it goes to another. We enrich our lives. We raise our vibration as we go through all of these lessons, and what isn't for us falls away. And usually when we hold on to something for too long that's not for us, then those tower moments happen and the universe steps in because it's out of alignment with the law, with just physics. The vibration doesn't match. So eventually the universe steps in, and then we have those tower moments. So by choosing yourself, by going down this road of walking away, you're getting on your boat to calmer waters. You're getting rid of the drama. You're getting rid of the things that are just not working for you. And I really do feel that you are at this Two of Swords energy of choice, but you've been deluded for quite some time with the blindfold on, and it's time for you to take it off. You're really, like I said, you're embodying that Queen of Swords energy of clarity and knowing, and you're no longer blindfolded. You're choosing to be out of this energy. I do feel that if you don't choose to walk away, it's the same thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. We can choose to do whatever we want to. There's no right or wrong in life. It is what we agree with, what we choose. And so I'm really hearing that with all of this water energy, it is just encouraging you. Like I said, these are lights shining on different truths, and it's up to you to take them. It's up to you to take action with them, and whether you do or not, the universe doesn't matter. They just, the universe wants you to experience expansion, love, and growth. And so it honors whatever choice you make. And it's really beautiful. I know this was deep this week. It seems all of the signs are just really in deep. And I feel like it's all of this retrograde energy, moon energy. And it's for us. It's for us to dig up what's not serving us. And we are in choice of whether or not we choose different. So I hope you loved your reading. I know I did, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks so much.